Take a look inside your fridge. You have leftovers, meal-prepped containers, and fresh produce you might have forgotten about. It's a level of food security we take entirely for granted. Now imagine it's 50,000 years ago. Winter has arrived and the temperature has dropped to -20°C. Everything you relied on for food is either dead or buried under a foot of frozen snow. The megafauna, like this woolly mammoth, have migrated south or become nearly impossible to track through deep drifts. These animals weren't a luxury. They were the group's primary source of clothing, tools, and shelter material. Your group hasn't had a proper meal in nearly 2 weeks. In this environment, the challenge of survival shifts from finding a quick snack to navigating a landscape that has gone completely silent. A common misconception about ancient humans is that they survived these months by toughing it out and hunting whatever small game, like rabbits, happened to be left in the snow. But relying on lean meat in the winter is actually a lethal strategy. This leads to a condition called rabbit starvation, or protein poisoning, where the body slowly fails because it cannot process lean protein as a primary fuel source. For a Neanderthal-sized body, the liver reaches a toxic threshold at approximately 1,200 calories of lean protein per day. Since their daily caloric requirement in sub-freezing weather was significantly higher than 1,200, the math of survival didn't work on lean meat alone. To avoid a slow death, their bodies required fat. Sourcing it became a biological imperative that drove their entire winter strategy. Evidence from Neumark Nord in Germany shows Neanderthals solved this biological problem with industrial efficiency. 125,000 years ago, this site operated as a large-scale fat processing center. They harvested at least 172 large mammals, including horses and these massive aurochs. They weren't after the meat. They systematically crushed the bones to extract the grease hidden inside. Thousands of bone fragments were boiled in water over large fires. This rendered out the calorie-dense fat, which was then skimmed from the surface. This wasn't desperate scavenging. This was a planned, sophisticated system of food production based on a deep, practical understanding of human nutritional needs. At Kesem Cave in Israel, researchers found evidence that prehistoric groups were also thinking months ahead. They weren't just processing bones, they were actively storing them for future use. By leaving the marrow inside the bone and wrapping it in animal hide, they created a seal that preserved the nutrients for up to 9 weeks. This method effectively turned a limb bone into a prehistoric tin can. It is the earliest known evidence of long-term food storage, appearing hundreds of thousands of years before the arrival of agriculture. We often assume that winter kills off all edible plant life, but our ancestors knew the landscape held calories that were invisible to the naked eye. Starchy tubers and roots, the ancestors of modern potatoes, remain perfectly preserved underground during a freeze. Ancient groups knew exactly where to dig to find these hidden energy sources. We have proof of this because of dental calculus, the hardened plaque on prehistoric teeth. When scientists analyze this plaque, they find microscopic starch grains from tubers and seeds trapped in the fossilized record. This diet shows a cognitive ability to map the environment across different seasons. They knew how to harvest the calories that the winter had buried. Beyond the chemistry of fat and starch, we find evidence of a different survival strategy. This skeleton from Dmanisi, Georgia, belonged to an individual who lost every single tooth years before they died. In a Paleolithic winter, a person with no teeth cannot chew tough roots or process hard seeds. Biologically, they should have starved as soon as the first frost hit, but they survived for years. Other members of the group deliberately cooked and softened food to feed them, choosing to support a vulnerable person who could no longer hunt or forage for themselves. This behavior, meal prepping for the week, storing food for a storm, and caring for the weak, is an ancient strategy. It allowed human lineages to persist through hundreds of thousands of winters that should have been unsurvivable. If you were dropped into an Ice Age winter today, which modern skill would actually help you survive? Let me know in the comments. And hit subscribe, because next time we're looking at what happened when these groups got sick with absolutely no medicine.